I saw recently an interview that you did where you're talking about Janet Yellen, threatening that if we don't raise the debt ceiling, a big crash is coming. And it looks like politicians were able to kick the can down the road for a couple more months. But what are you doing to prepare, especially from a real estate perspective? I think that's what people who are listening to this podcast are really interested in. Like, what can I do to make myself the most crash proof possible, I guess?
Well, Kirby, what you're doing is the best thing you can do. You get real life experience. See, the people I pray for are people who are in real estate, but they're in REITs. So that's basically a paper asset, real estate investment trust. Experience. That's like when I owned gold, I started a gold mine and a silver mine. I understand gold to the core. So I own a lot of gold. The reason I like gold is there's no counterparty risk. I mean, gold is gold. There's nobody attached to it. With real estate, you have a tenant. If your tenant goes bad, which is going bad all over the world right now because of commercial going down and office space going down, if your tenant goes bad, your real estate goes bad.
Yeah.
So that's why it's always, who is your manager? Who's your on-site manager? And are there jobs in your community or not? So like I said, I just closed this $31 million in Austin, and Tesla moving there. So that secures it makes my position more secure. Plus it's pro landlord versus California's anti-landlord. So those are things you learn with experience and, whiplashes across the back and mistakes you made.
Yeah.
Bad partners. I mean, that's called experience. Experience is priceless. So that's why I commend you for what you're doing, is having people be hands-on at a young age.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm attracted to gold just because it's, like you said, it's a very secure asset. You don't have to manage a piece of gold, but at the same time, you also don't get the cash flow from the gold. So I guess, you think people should own both real estate and gold, or what's the mix that you recommend?
I don't give advice. I just know gold is real money.
Yeah.
It's God's money, same as silver. Okay. And gold has been money for thousands of years. So when I started my gold mine in Peru, I was in the Andes, hiking and going. So the Incas were up there 1,000 years ago, digging for gold. And I said, geez, there's something about gold that they don't teach me in school. And so I met this, he was a Hindu guy in Fiji, and he was dripping in gold. And I said, because in Christians, you're supposed to look poor if you're a Christian. But this Hindu guy, he was loaded. So I said, how come you're dripping with gold? And he said, because gold is the tears of God. And he says, if you want wealth, you have to own gold. Gold is the attractor of wealth, not an ETF. So immediately, I was already buying gold at the time because I bought gold in Vietnam. And I started stockpiling this little reactor full of gold. It's held in safes all over the world. But gold is the attractor of wealth. I'm not saying it's true, Chris, but the bullshit sounded good to me. So this is my formula. I use debt as money, okay? And I buy real estate. I take the cash flow and I save gold.
Got it.
Pay no taxes.
Got it.
So that's why Rich Dad Poor Dad, again, it was heresy at the time. I said, savers will lose. And you look today, I mean, how many trillion have we printed this year alone?
Yeah.
And people still say to their kids, save money. How stupid are you?